Hey friends, so this is a chat video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm not really going live anymore. I'm not telling you what's happening. So I thought I'm going to do a little chat video today and talk to you about some of the things I'm working on. And I'm out on my porch. It is a super hot, nasty, muggy day. But I needed to be somewhere that wasn't quite as loud. And we all know that a 3-year-old is not exactly quiet. So here I am. Not that the traffic helps much, but anyway, doesn't my lovely plant look good? Look, it's starting to bloom again. It has these tiny little purple flowers. You probably can't see that on the video. They're so pretty. It's teeny tiny little purple flowers. Anyway, so here's what all I have going on. First, I'm teaching like everywhere. I'm teaching at Fiber U, Mediterranean Knotted Lace. I'm teaching at IOLI, and I'm tatting this year. I wrote my booklets. They're super cute. I will get them on the website soon if they aren't already up. But I have a chains, rings, and joins booklet. I have a booklet on picots. And then I'm also putting together a different version of my beginner's booklet. I made it smaller, put photos in, tried to make it more comprehensive. So that will also be up. It'll be part of our beginning tatting kit if you want to buy one through the website for some reason. I am also going to be vending at Palmetto Tat Days. I'm teaching a free beginning tatting lesson with the Show Me Lace Makers of Branson, Missouri on August 13th, I believe. It's the second Saturday in August. You can find out more information about that on the showmelacemakers.org website. I'll try to remember to link all these things. Where else am I going? So Palmetto and then Branson. And then in September, we're doing the lace retreat. Please, people, help me out. atwistedpicot.com. Tell your friends about the lace retreat. Spread it around. We're going to offer 8 different classes. I'm teaching. Tina's teaching. It's knitting, crochet, tatting, and Mediterranean knotted lace or babila. I'm just going to poll my students and see what they want to learn. And it should be such a fun weekend. We'll be vending. Lauren's going to run the make and takes and the lace alongs if you aren't taking classes. So like if you only want to take two classes, like one on Friday and one on Saturday, you can. You don't have to load yourself up, or you can load yourself up if that's what you want to do. Please tell your friends, the knitters, the tatters, the lace makers of any stripe. Tell them that we're going to be in Wisconsin, Baraboo, Wisconsin, at the brand new 8th and East Crafts Retreat. It's all on the website, www.atwistedpicot.com. atwistedpicot.com. And again, I will try to remember to link this in the comments or the description box. Please tell your friends, because we are having a lace retreat. It should be a ton of fun. I'm going to teach beginning tatting to intermediate tatting, beginning knotted lace to intermediate knotted lace. I'm teaching some knitted lace. Tina's teaching some knitted lace. She's doing a beginning Irish crochet class. Like, we are trying to load it up and have a super fun lace retreat weekend. And there are rooms on site where you can stay, or you can get a room at a hotel and just come in for the day. We don't really care. But anyway, all the info is up, atwistedpicot.com. Please tell your friends. Share this video. Tell your friends. Because we've never done this before, and I'm really hoping that we get a fun group of ladies, women, men, I don't care, people, a fun group of people together to make lace. Like, that is my #1 goal. So anyway, please tell your friends. Help me out. What else do I need to say? October, I will be at Bartlesville, Oklahoma. I'm going to be at Lace Embrace. I'm vending. So if there's something that you want me to bring, make sure that you let me know ahead of time. November. November is actually my birthday month, but I will be at Ozark Fiber Fling at the beginning of the month. I don't know what I'm teaching yet. I find out very soon. I don't know what I'm teaching yet, but it should be a ton of fun there as well. So like I'm doing all these fun things. They've already asked me to come teach again at IOLI next year. I will not be at Shuttlebirds, but Tina and Laura are planning to be there because I have a conflict. But, you know, Black Sheep will be there in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, I have been working on my tat-along. So here is my tat-along project. If you aren't following those videos, this is how far I've made it. This is tatted through July 4th. And you can clearly see my progression of colors from cold into hot, 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 because that's what it feels like right now. It is hot, hot, hot. And boy, I am so done with this heat. I am, anyway, I don't love heat. Tina's the one that loves the heat. I'm like, give me the cold. I can handle the cold. I can bundle up. I do not like being sweaty. I'm going to get real honest with you here. I don't like boob sweat. It's the boob sweat. I don't like the boob sweat. I don't like the back sweat sliding down your butt crack. I don't like to be sweaty. I do not like to be a sweaty person. That's part of why I don't really like to exercise. I don't mind moving. I don't mind doing things. But I don't want to exercise to sweat. I don't like to sweat. I am like a moist person all the time. I don't like sweating. You can ask Tina. She will tell you my hands are clammy and sweaty constantly. Like, that is just the way that I am, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And do not tell me that it is a dry heat in Arizona. My husband lived in Arizona, had a house there. I visited him many times, and I still hated it. It is hot. If it's hot, I am sweating, and it sucks. So, no, I don't like heat. I'm sure, sorry, that was like a total digression. But I haven't talked to you guys for a while, so now you're getting like real Kelly. What else am I working on? So that's the tat-along. I'm also working on my knit-along. So I have finished a few squares. I am so far behind, like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, it's terrible, behind on my knit along right now. So I sat down and I charted out 3 squares last night. I'm going to try and get all those videos whacked out this week and get at least halfway caught up, and then try to finish up before I go to IOLI, because of course I'm teaching at Fiber U on Saturday and Sunday, and then a week from Saturday I fly to Arizona and I'm gone for almost 8 days. Because, yeah, we're vending and stuff, so, and I'm teaching. Anyway, it's kind of crazy. There are still, like, spots available in both my virtual class and my physical class, if you want to, like, take off and come over to Mesa, Arizona and join the conference. It's a ton of fun. It's all the lace ladies all together at one time. What else am I working on? So that's the knit along and the tat along. So at least I'm caught up on the tat along, even though I'm way behind on the knit along. And then there are other things. So we had brand new Chunky. This is the Chunky Soft Donegal that has come in. This is a little swatch that I made because I want to design a sweater. I don't really like Chunky. Chunky is not my thing. You know, I'm a lace lover. And by lace, I mean lace weight. Fingering weight, but usually not chunky. I don't work in chunky and worsted weight very often, and funny story about that. All I could find were size 10 or 11 and size 8 needles. I have no idea where my 9s are. I don't know if I like sold all my 9s thinking I would never need them again. That doesn't seem like me, because usually I try to keep at least one pair of a size around, but no, I can find no 9s whatsoever. So I swatched my poor little swatch for my chunky sweater on 10s and 8s, and at first I really thought the 10s were not going to do it. Tina was using the 10s to make a the To Ukraine with Love hat, which, by the way, we have a fundraiser for Ukraine to help support the Ukrainian people, and we will be giving all of the profits, and that is like straight up profits from what we bring in off of our wholesale yarn version of the Chunky, to Ukraine, to Global Giving and World Central Kitchen for the To Ukraine with Love hat made out of this really lovely soft Chunky. So they're only $20 kits. That includes the pattern and all the yarn that you need to make one hat. Or you can, you know, buy like 2 whole skeins of yarn and buy the pattern separately, and we can put it together for you if you want to do it that way. And then you get 2 hats. But anyway, the profits are going to Global Giving and World Central Kitchen. And we still have our tatted sunflower, tatted Mediterranean knotted lace and embroidered sunflower PDF that's for sale, as well as kits for sale. So, you know, if you want to help Ukraine out and you're looking for a little something to do, we have these great kits that we're trying to promote so that we can give back. Because Ukraine is still fighting a war. We need to remember that. There are things that happened here in the States that I do not agree with. If you agree with them, probably shouldn't follow my channel because I'll be talking about it at some point. But I am not a second-class citizen, and you can't make me one, Missouri. You hear me? Anyway, I'm a very angry person these days, too, which is also, it makes it hard for me to do videos because I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm upset, and I can't be the happy, fun, upbeat person that you're used to, even though I'm trying. So anyway, again, another digression. Soft Chunky. Yeah, I had no 9s. So I swatched it on 8s and I swatched it on 10s, and I really thought that the 10s were going to be just too open and too loose. But after I washed my swatch, and this is why it's so important to wash your swatches, and to swatch for that matter, turns out I really like the fabric on the 10s. I understand now why Tina was using the 10s, although her tension is a little bit tighter than what mine was on the 10s. But I really like it, so I'm probably going to go ahead and use 10s on my sweater. Now, I don't love Chalgu, so I'm probably going to find some other needles, like some Hayas or some signatures, because the Chalgu happens to be Tina's favorite, not my favorite. I am a lover of signature, and that brings me to the other thing that I'm working on. Some time ago, many months ago, Tina and I were talking about how our lovely Heather, this is the Studio Donegal Heather, by the way, really needed some pattern support because we don't have a lot of patterns for it. Part of the problem was we didn't bring a lot in. I didn't have much to work with. I've been busy. I haven't been making a lot of knitting patterns. I've been designing tatting patterns and knotted lace patterns and booklets and teaching, and that's lovely. But it makes it hard when you need some Heather patterns for shops so that they can help sell the Heather yarn. And this is a little more rustic. It is not as soft as what the soft chunky is. The chunky's made out of merino because it's basically a 3-ply version with less yardage of the 2-ply soft worsted. So now you know, that's the thought behind this. But this is the Heather, and this is just made with lovely Irish wool. It's rustic. It will wear really well. This is the kind of sweater that will last 30 years if you take care of it, because it will take care of you. This is rustic stuff. This is not going to get a hole in a year because it was super soft merino that rubbed up against something, and it was a single that fell apart. Now you know what I think about singles too when you're using them for knitting. This stuff is going to wear like iron, and it's going to look good and last for 30 years. I mean, I can't guarantee that, but that's the kind of stuff this is, right? So in the course of all of this, I was talking with my friend Shannon, and her husband Scott really would like to have an outside sweater, and Shannon doesn't have time to make him the sweater. And I said, well, I could make him a sweater, and I can design a sweater so long as he agrees to model it so we can get photos so that we can sell the pattern, so we have pattern support. So anyway, that's the story behind this. But I went ahead and swatched it on 8s. So these are the offending 8s that didn't work for the chunky. But the 8s looked great, and I really liked the fabric that I was getting from it. And I did go ahead, and it's a small swatch. This isn't like my official swatch, neither is this one. I was washing it to see if it would bloom enough to warrant using the 10s. So these are not my official swatches. These are like pre-swatches. Because I am a firm believer in doing swatching so that you can make sure that your sweaters will fit and they will have the fabric that you want. It's very important. And the reason that I needed to wash and swatch these was that a lot of commercial yarns have spinning oil that is added to the fiber to make it easier to spin in the mill so that you get a more consistent yarn. And that's very important for the machinery in the mill, but it affects your final bloom and finish to your fabric. And that, my friends, is part of why I say you really need to swatch and wash and check your gauge before you make any final decision about what you are going to be doing for your sweaters. So, and yes, sometimes your swatch can lie. That's a tiny swatch. I need to do a bigger swatch. But it does at least give me an idea of what's going to happen with my fabric. I put a little cable. Oh, wait, here. I put a little cable in here. See if it'll pop up. I put some like knit purl seed stitch over here because I wanted to see how it looked after it was washed. And I just wanted to get an idea of what I could do with this yarn in a larger sweater pattern. So, oh my goodness, I certainly like talked a lot and digressed quite a bit. But that's kind of what's happening. Like, I still have the garden. I have chickens. I have ducks. I have rabbits. I have an inside cat. I have an outside cat. I have the dog. We have a 3-year-old. I'm still trying to take care of my house badly because I do not like to clean. And it doesn't help that I'm not very good at it, so it really doesn't make me want to clean. Anyway, I'm still growing plants. I have like a bunch of plants out here on my porch that I probably need to water again because it has been, again, so darn hot. I am so over the heat. Okay, so I know that I digressed a lot, but yeah, please take care of yourself. Check out atwistedpicot.com. Make sure that you go to the website. I added a bunch of new stuff again today. We've got new tatting shuttles. There's new thread coming in. Tina is dyeing some more yarn, I think. We have so many fun things planned. Again, I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be vending. We're doing lots of fun stuff. So please make sure that you go tell your friends about the Lace Retreat in Wisconsin. That's Baraboo, Wisconsin, September 9th through 11th at the brand new, it's not even open yet, it's my friend's new business venture, the 8th and East Crafts Retreat. It should be a super fun weekend. I think I need to put up a sign-up form that just says, hey, I'm coming, so that I make sure that I have enough chairs and tables and things too. But yeah, it should be just a ton of fun. So please, like I always like to say, please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. Make sure that you're doing that 15 minutes of crafting every day. And don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you're hitting like, that you're commenting, even if it's just like a smiley face, because it really helps us to reach new people. For some reason, the algorithm on YouTube really likes it when we get likes and subscribes and comments. So just the way it is. But yeah, tell your friends about it and help us to grow both our channel and our business, because we couldn't do this without you guys. And we are so thankful that you want to be crafting right along with us and learning and hearing from us, because it just makes everything so much better. And I have to say, I really have missed getting out and seeing everyone. This year has been so nice, being able to see people and go out and do all of those fun things that we couldn't do for a few years. And honestly, I mean, I know it's really small. It would have been very hard for me to be gone as much the last few years as what I'm going to be gone this year. And my husband working from home helps too, because you know, he can watch her as well. But again, please subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about us, make sure that you followed us on Facebook, Instagram, that you're on our newsletter list. You know, just stay in touch. We're trying to stay in touch as much as we can, so we're trying to make sure that we cover all of our bases. And I'll let you know in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, you know, what's going on with the sweater swatches. But if you're interested at all, we have this lovely new soft, chunky Donegal, as well as this glorious heather, Irish heather. So those are on the website, and there's new colors coming for the soft Donegal, which will be super fun. So yeah, go check it out. If you have questions, just remember you can always drop a comment here, or you can send us an email or get in touch with us in, you know, in all those different ways on all of our different platforms. So I will see you guys next time. Please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.